started my trip to Paris on a rooftop in London. I've been going up to Ellie's flat for over half my life. It feels insane to say that out loud. And there's nothing quite like the hit of nostalgia when we go back up there. We have our picky bits, we bring drinks and we catch up. It's one of my favourite places in the city. And luckily it's only a short walk to King's Cross, so very easy to get the Eurostar. So I wandered down there. My journey was pretty smooth. So now I am comfortably and safely in Paris. I just watched the Euros final on my phone. The heartbreak is real. I am so disappointed, but I think we played a really good game. And honestly, Spain are just an exceptional team. They were deserving winners. One day we'll do it. I have faith. I told myself at the beginning of the year that at some point in summer I was going to book a writing trip, and the feeling when you follow through with your goals, it's unmatched. It's something I never did before I was 26. Incredibly grateful that I can do it now. And every time I do it, my self-esteem just goes through the roof. I've done so many things like that over the past 3 years. One of them right now is learning to drive. It's like a hack for self-esteem. So yeah, I've brought all my kit and I'm gonna just set up at this kitchen table. I'm gonna get it done. The plan is at the moment, I'm gonna do the mornings in Paris, out and about, and then the afternoons and evenings here, and just see what I come up with. I just needed a fresh environment, different stimulus, and a different place as well. I live somewhere really noisy, so it makes it exceptionally hard, not only to film, but also to make music. I'm just really excited to be here. The last time I took myself to Paris, I was 22, and it was a really pivotal trip for me. For many reasons. I feel like it really epitomized my YouTube channel at the time. It really cemented what I was doing here. I did something out of my comfort zone and did some solo travel, and it was just really life-changing for me. So we can only hope that this solo Paris trip 7 years later is even half as important. I hope it's life-altering, in the good ways, please. I've had a year. Anyway, yeah, something great about the Eurostar is you can bring on as many liquids as you want. We've got 2 bags of toiletries, and I am going to go and get ready for bed. I will see you tomorrow when we go to the Orangery. Me and those lilies have been apart for way too long.
I got on a fast metro that skipped my stop, so I managed to work out how to get back, and then the next train skipped my stop, and I realised after a little while that the station I need is closed. So we're gonna walk from the Louvre.
You want everything, but you won't work for it. He sold his soul for a box of the chocolates. He got cursed for it. Knee deep in the trees, big forest. Middle school, I used to do chorus, but I couldn't sing. What is a finger to what it rings? What is some shit to a pile of it? You could cry over the ivory when elephants die in the jungle just so you get the keys on piano and go. Make a song just to sing along with your friends while they fucked up and like the bone. You recorded and bitch to the echelons. Never forget about your friends and your friends going. Ooh, ooh. Forgot about your friend, the elephant. You left him dying inside of the jungle and took his time.
I actually spoke about this while I was away, but unfortunately my camera was way more interested in the tea towels. So back again for round 2. Some tops from Organic Basics arrived just before I left, and I got really excited and packed them all. I picked up 2 flex tube tops because I've been looking for a tube top for the longest time. I went for one in seaweed and one in off-white. And then I picked up a true tee and a rib tank. I have to say, I'm so happy with the fit of this tube top. I've been looking for a good one for ages, and some of them just look so bad on me, but this is cut really well and it's double lined. I also picked up another core triangle bra in white. I'm not really a bra girl, but they're so comfy. Organic Basics is really known for their lingerie, but they have so much more on the site. And as you know, I like Organic Basics because they're designed in Copenhagen and they're made ethically. It is really hard in the fashion industry to find companies that are doing that bit better for the people and the planet. And yeah, so I'm very grateful when I find one that does. And I think they really listen to their customers as well and design basics that we actually want to wear. And they've kindly given me a discount code to share with you, which is valid until the 31st of August. It's Lucy Moon times OB, so Lucy Moon X OB. And that will give you 15% off your basket. So if you've been umming and ahhing about upgrading some of your basics, now might be the time. Take this as your sign. And as I said, that's 15% off and valid until the 31st of August. There's a link in the description where you can shop my favorites. including what I wore in this video. So thank you Organic Basics for partnering with me. I can't tell you how nice it is to work with brands that you really like. Without further ado, let's get back to Paris. Now for one of the most important parts of the video, which is my supermarche haul. You might have seen on TikTok, but I am a groceries queen. Like, nothing makes me happier than a little shop with food and drinks that I can pick up. And a supermarche is like a glowing, warm embrace the moment I reach France. One sec, I'll show you what I got. So we did some damage. Can't go wrong with a baguette. And then I remember that there's like really nice fish kind of pâtés in France. I don't think this is like the classy thing I'm thinking of, but I think this is probably tuna and some herbs, but it's blended into a yogurt kind of thing and made into a spread. So this could be really nice or it could be grim. I think I'll probably like it because I really like fish and I really like herbs and I really like spread. I picked up fruit for the mornings. I've gone for an apricot and 2 nectarines. Things weren't very ripe there, so I just picked up the ripe fruit. It's a cold hard fact that the UK gets the worst fruit in Europe, maybe even the world, because we hardly grow any of it ourselves. I guess we grow strawberries and apples, so we get good picks for them, but like everything else, the fruit is subpar. So every time I go away, I'm like, feed me fruit. To have with the fruit are my favorite yogurts. La Laitière, I don't know if I said that right. We used to pick these up as children. They're so nice. And they're in these little glass jars as well. I think they have changed to some plastic ones, which I was looking for because I feel like, I don't know if the glass is recyclable enough here, like I don't know about this area's recycling, but hopefully it's fine. If you try one thing in France, make it these. Also to have with the bread is a petit camembert. Le fromage. My French is not great, but it could be worse, right? So one of these is definitely coming home with me, but biens. You can still get these, I think, in the UK, but the raspberry and strawberry ones you can't, and Jack loves them, so I'll bring these home for him. And hopefully I've got the self-control to not eat these either. This is such a random one, but I love this body wash. It's Le Petit Marseille. It's super cheap. It's like €2 something. And I particularly like this almond milk one. But then I thought I'd also pick up pomegranate. Honestly, I could take home so many of these. I wonder if they've got like a large one. So typically, oh no, I've just realized. I thought this was mint and lemon, but it's obviously lime. Citron vert. Come on, Lucy. I got confused by the leaves. Lucy, that's so annoying. And then to drink with what I thought was a lemon and mint syrup, I got some bubbly water, sparkling water. I think this one's fine bubbles, which is amazing. I didn't know there were different levels of bubbliness of sparkling water until very recently. Anyway, I'll put that in the fridge. So yeah, that's my haul. I've got some real work to do. I've got to export a video and then I will try and do some writing. It's very hot in Paris at the moment, so I left my window open, but I'm on just quite a loud area and there was a national holiday yesterday, so everyone was really out loud late Sunday. So yeah, I got woken up like 4 times by like people just screaming either in the building or in the street. I used to live on this road by Victoria Park and the buses used to accelerate to get up the speed humps, and that noise woke me up so often while I lived there. I don't think I had a good night's sleep in a year and a half, and because the houses were on like a big diagonal, it kind of acted like an amphitheatre and everything was so loud. I could hear any conversation going on 3 stories away from me. I don't miss that house. Okay, let's get going. I'm just not vibing with today very much. I don't know what's got into me. I feel very weird, which to me means I need to get out, and everyone's told me that the 11th arrondissement is the place to be. I've seen on TikTok it's like the spot. So I'm gonna have a walk around there, get some lunch and then come back. I watched a video by Tiff Ferg, who I love, yesterday, talking about lifestyle influencers and the kind of fake work element of it, and it actually made me feel very called out. I definitely used to do a lot of the things she mentions in the vlog, and sometimes still do. Like sometimes I'm very out of touch with reality and I'm constantly having to redirect back into normality by talking to, you know, my friends who obviously don't do this job and, you know, being in touch with the world, obviously. I definitely need to be ground into reality on regular intervals by my friends and family. I'm self-aware enough to know that my perception is not always the reality. Again, sometimes you need people to tell you the facts, sadly. But anyway, yeah, something I really struggle with, and actually Jack said it the other day, is that I'm really bad at managing my workload. I am not an efficient worker. I'm bad at making sure that things take the minimum amount of time possible. I'm a real, I don't want to say perfectionist, but I just over egg a lot of things. I tend to not leave enough time for certain projects and then spend way too much time on others. I say projects, I mean just like tasks. I never leave enough time to film.
ever, and I stress myself out so much with it. Anyway, yeah, Tiff's vlog just like hit me in my core a little bit, and maybe it's made me feel a bit bad about myself and maybe question my life choices a bit. And when people have conversations like that, it always makes me reconsider what I'm doing and makes me ask this big question about my purpose in life. So dumb. In fact, actually, all through my 20s, I've wrestled with the idea of what my purpose is doing this channel. And honestly, the answer is I like creating, and I'm allowed to like being a creative, a creator. And then also, I'm an entertainer, and that's fine. An entertainer is enough of a purpose. And I think as well, I'm here to make music, and I haven't made any music yet. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of the house. I'm gonna go to the 11th, have a little look around, probably with some lunch, ideally vegetables. I don't think I ate a single vegetable yesterday. That's not true, I had some mushrooms, but beyond that. This is that thing, right? You just have to snap yourself out of stuff. When your day is not shaping up how you want it to be and you're in a mental funk, you just have to push yourself out of it, like by hook or by crook. Oh, also, this is great. This is in the apartment. Gotta love it. Can I just say, I completely forgot to film before I ate it, but this tarte tatin is so good. It's unreal. Sorry, here's my little knife, but it is so good. I've already eaten half of it and I'm gonna have to control myself and not eat the other half. Can you see there's like a tiny bit of like pastry custard there? Oh, and it's got noisettes. Oh, it's so good. This has not been the success I hoped. I've been sitting here for probably close to 5 or 6 hours. And nothing good has come out of my brain. I swear, not a single lyric, which is disappointing. I'm disappointed. Can you hear my laptop taking flight? I just feel like word-wise, I'm just not very wordy. Yeah, if I go in with more of a concrete concept or sound that I want to emulate, or like a set of ideas, and maybe if I journal on them before, I might get somewhere. It's 9:30 now. If I had an idea on the go and I was really kind of interested in it, I'd probably keep going till 10 or 10:30, but there's nothing here. So I'm just gonna draw a hard line. This is what I always am meant to do at home, but I never do. Give up. When it's not working, pause, recharge. I went to Chez Janu for lunch and it was really, really nice. But the book I'm reading, which I was reading at lunch, we got to the dead dad bit and I was like, why does every book I pick up at the moment have an unwell dad? I'm sorry, I can't escape it. Is it a trope and I just wasn't aware of it? And like, to add insult to injury, I forgot to get the camembert out of the fridge, so I just didn't eat it because I don't want to eat cold camembert. I'm only able to be here until 5 p.m. tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and make the most of that time. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Reporting in, it's now 2:30 and I am wrapping things up. I don't think it's gonna happen today. And it's fine, I'm making peace with it. It's just sad, but it's fine. It's fine, it's all fine. This trip has actually made me consider whether I should make this into more of a project to try and break down some of the barriers that are holding me back when it comes to writing. You know how I used to do a video every day in a month? I think I could try and write a song every day in a month. There's a guy on YouTube, I think called Camus, who just documented him writing a song every day for a month. And it looks like it could really like chip away at some of the harder bits of the self-belief and running the tap. Obviously I wouldn't do it all day every day, but yeah, it would be really nice to work on music every day for a month and see what comes out of it. I also wonder if going out of my comfort zone was actually the wrong thing to do. It was good to try it, but it might have just not worked. Anyway, it's 2:30. I should pack up here and then make use of the rest of my day. I really wanted to go to the Palais de Tokyo, but it's not open. And the Louvre has fully sold out of tickets for today. So, sorry, all that to say, I might instead go to the Musée d'Orsay. So yeah, having a purpose, going getting another coffee. I have been drinking this mate and you know, it's all right. It's nowhere near as sweet as the usual club mate. It kind of tastes a bit grapey.
we can't have it all, we can't have it all. I wonder if it's because I have such a lack of structure at the moment in the writing. Maybe I need some kind of a plan. Maybe I just need to finish some stuff that I've already written. Because at the moment I'm sending stuff off to producers, but maybe this is just a sign that for these early demos I need to produce them up really thoroughly myself and then just send them to someone else to get polished instead of to bring new ideas. Something that was really frustrating as well is that this fan on the laptop is so loud from the moment I start doing anything remotely straining. And we're talking like just recording one vocal take. And this mic, which is lighter and smaller than my normal mic, just cannot handle that. Not that I have particularly good microphones. I use a Rode podcasting mic to record my demos at home. I don't own like a proper mic, but ultimately like it doesn't matter right now. I would have to re-record the vocals anyway for anything that I release. But yeah, it picks up all of the fan sound. There is no noise gate that could remove that. Oh, another positive thing that came out of this is I found a really interesting article on jealousy by Joan Didion, which was published in Vogue in 1967. Okay, let's live some life, get some inspo.
Le blues de Paris m'envahit. Le blues de Paris m'envahit. Le blues de Paris revient. Mais le blues de Paris, je l'aime. Le blues de Paris m'envahit. Le blues de Paris m'envahit. Le blues de Paris